Welcome back, everybody, to Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Sonic Rose I Played a Thing Edition. And today, we've only got a mere 8% left of the castle to go, and a neat little icon flickering between Alucard, Maria, and Richter. Unfortunately, because we've got so little to cover today, technically speaking, it also means we're going to be doing a lot of backtracking, so I'll catch you on the flip side. Now, if you'll excuse me. Well, we finally get to use the Echo of Bat. It's one of the more useful skills because of what it leads to, but at the same time I really wish they had more dark areas in the castle. It would make this a lot more worthwhile. Seriously, this is the only place that you use it, and the Spike Breaker at least has a couple of areas that you can use it in. All the same, we now have a little bit of light, and we can see what was killing us. I don't think I actually need to go back there, but for my own curiosity, I will backtrack on my own time to see if there's something I missed in those spikes. And I swear I am having way too much fun with some things. Toss Shuriken. Karma Coin. And more of these Bone Arc dudes. Bone of Arc? Okay. My bad. Actually, getting past all of those spikes is kind of a hint of things to come, because it is actually foreshadowing that we will be getting the Spike Breaker armor in the not too distant future, next Sunday AD. And speak of the devil, there it is. Along with a library card, which is very convenient because I never want to see these halls again. The Spike Breaker armor is even a little bit higher defense than what we were wearing, so that's another bonus. And here I am looking at the map, trying to determine where to go. But I think our course is set. Unfortunately, my inventory is not quite as well kept as I would like it. It's important to make sure that you equip the proper items after using a library card, because if you have multiples, instead of just punching the air, you're going to just use another one, and that's not going to be conducive to anything good at this point. Good old Medusa shield.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested.
Thank you.
Our gold is starting to look a little better, but we still hardly have enough for what I actually want to do.
Thank you. Thank you.
But
I'm interested in this.
24,618 gold? That gets us close. I think another trip and we'll be able to buy the Joseph's cloak.
Farewell for now.
Thanks for doing business with us, old man. I really appreciate that you're willing to betray your master just because I said, hey, you'll be rewarded. Oh yeah. The down diagonal forward attack actually allows you to drop little coins on the ground, and I don't know if you can actually pick them up and get any money from them. But as you can see, we're already being rewarded with zircons and aquamarines, which are pretty much the most common. Any of the gems can drop when you're using this. They're just not as likely as like certain others. The slow swing rate isn't really too much of a deal, as long as you're not fighting anything that's going to put you in some serious hurt. And nothing at this point is going to really do that to me. Just before I started recording the audio for this, speaking of not being hurt by things, I actually did a little test to see if it was true that you could use the left plus code even if you didn't have any game data. Or no completed data. You can. And it works also on the Saturn version, which I'm happy to report I finally got a working copy of that. The significance there is that once I'm done with this, I'll be able to play as Richter or Maria right off the bat without having to enter any codes, plus showcase a couple of areas that weren't in this version. I have my own theories about what went on between the development of the PlayStation version and the Saturn version, and why the Saturn version is still considered the definitive edition. Earlier this year, they actually released not Final Fantasy. That's another franchise and a whole other ball of wax right there. But Castlevania Chronicles came out, which bundles Rondo of Blood with Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It even has a couple of changes from the Saturn version. A special song that would only play there, new ending, new voice acting. I'm actually kind of excited to play it. I do have a PlayStation 4, so I can check it out. Although I did hear that they cleaned up a couple of glitches in this game, so for anybody who is familiar with the Sword Brothers glitch, I'm sorry, man. I feel for you. We're getting closer to our goals now, and, you know, we've gotten a little bit stronger since we started this. But I don't think the Jewel Sword is quite what I need in order to take down these guys. But it is nice to be able to take them at a distance. That's kind of one of the fun things about a lot of games, is revisiting older areas that gave you trouble and going, hey, you, remember me? I'm just gonna plow on through you right now. Because Orlax's room, Orlok? I still don't know what I should be saying there. His room is right above the clock tower. And that's where we're gonna be going next. Alright, this is technically the Marble Garden, but this is the clock room, so I kind of refer to this as the clock tower, even though it's not really. To the left we have Potion, Hammer, and Life Apple. Those are nice items for the fairy to be using, if I actually cared about using the fairy. But other than playing yo-yos there, we have now the gravity boots. And even before I go to the sub-menu, you can see what it does. Wearer can jump high. Well, yes. Yes, they can jump high. But one of the things I didn't know initially when I played this game is that not only can you jump high, you can chain together the jumps. So as long as you're good with executing the down-up jump button, you can do that. And it's a little bit faster going upwards that way than it is being a bat or anything like that. Oh, this makes the Flea Man a lot easier to deal with. I know I must have a goal in mind. But right now I think my only goal is just playing with the chakram. It's my new yo-yo, it's my new toy. Oh yes! The first boss room had an area that was up high and we couldn't get to initially. Well, now that we can bat, we should be able to get up there. But more importantly, we have the gravity boots. So we can get up there and have some fun with it. I do apologize for my reliance on the map. I should actually know where I'm going now without having to look at one. But I always seem to second guess myself and go, you know, the wrong way. Or I am going the wrong way, and I just sort of forget where I'm heading to. And this is normally where I get my first or second familiar, because right here we have the Bat card. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na Bat card. Alright, that was bad. So what's our little bat like? He's a bat. And he loves me being a bat. And he will fireball with me. So just having him behind me will make my fireballs more powerful by virtue of being able to spam more than one at a time for only the cost of one. As he levels up, you'll get more bats following you. And what's kind of cute is they kind of fall in love with you as a bat. I guess you must be really hot bat action for them or something, but it's also kind of sad that they kind of go away afterwards because they've got a broken heart. Alucard, leading all the ladies on. The next place we're going to be going is the chapel. We have a few minor things to clean up here, but I believe this is where we start actually getting into some more accessories. I was lamenting earlier that there weren't a whole lot of accessories for my inventory, and then our friend the librarian starts selling things like the metal and junk like that. Then we found some boots. I think it was a secret to everybody. But now that we can do this, you can see that there's a few places I didn't clear out before. And I did mention that we couldn't clear them out before because we couldn't do this. Mystic Pendant. Increases MP restoration. That is a very important one to me because I like my magic. I also like that. Magic Missile. That's a consumable item. And a pretty basic spell in D&D. There's actually a lot of references in this game to other things. D&D is just one of many. Ankh of Life. What do you do, sir? Improves heal item power. If I recall correctly, that actually doubles the effectiveness of healing items, so if you do use a healing item, it will be more effective. Pretty straightforward. TNT is another consumable that's got attack power to it. And I continue to just love the music in this game. Boomerang. I believe that's another consumable. I'm not going to go through the item list and show those things, although at some point I may just use them up just to use them. Morningstar. Alright, this could prove a little bit more interesting. Another flail weapon, a spiked iron club. It's got good attack power. Do you have a back forward? Maybe? Oh well. Funny thing that the couple of flails we've already gotten are a little bit more powerful than this even. Now, I wish I'd have noticed it, but I actually did miss a little bit of the map back there. I will not be bothering with you with that on screen. I'll just clear that off myself later. Now, I could have gotten rid of some of the backtracking here, but we are actually en route to something important. And even more important, I can go through here and say, "Suck it, crows. You don't bother me anymore." And this is the very reason that we got that spike breaker armor. But before I proceed, I do double check to make sure I am actually wearing it. I've already showed off what happens when you touch them without it. I don't know why, but the spikes will hurt you even if you are missed, if you're not equipped with the spike breaker armor.
So, did you find Richter?
I don't know if he's the one you're looking for, but I found a Belmont.
Really? So he is here?
But the one I saw was the enemy. He was the lord of this castle.
That can't be true. You're wrong. I must go now.
Did I say something wrong, Maria? Oh well, let's sit in this nice, comfy chair. And pick up the silver ring. In tower. Well, that's cryptic. I'm sure that has absolutely no significance or bearing on anything in this game whatsoever. And purely because I find it amusing. Enjoy! Mist-breaking spikes. Sounds like it should be an attack. And more map checking. Well, we're getting close. We're getting close. And it's this point where I would say that it's time to juggle an old man. But that would be weird and creepy, so I'm not going to say that. But I am going to fumble through my inventory until I find the library card. There we go. Do we have enough money now?
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
27
Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
Ugh, that's disappointing.
Thank you.
But we'll restock the library cards, because it's always a good thing. Although, seriously,
Farewell
old man,
for
you're
now.
kind of ripping me off here. Shouldn't we only have to register our library card just once? You made it a consumable. Then again, I don't know too many libraries with enchanted cards. And we are in the perfect location to use our pupper here. I know it's Alucard transformed, but I just can't help thinking of the puppy card as something different from Alucard. Although I'm perfectly okay with seeing him as the bat. Maybe it's because the bat takes on characteristics of Alucard by way of mimicking the colors of his cape. I don't know. That or I'm just really a weird person. Considering I continue to play a 20-year-old game, that might be a thing. And I think my next target is actually going to be Alchemy One. It's been a while since we've been there. I do like that there's different weather effects in this game too. The outer wall can have a clear, sunny day. Well, sunny. It's still moonlight. You can have the mist like what we just saw there, or it can be raining. Now, a fun thing about some of the games that were on the Saturn is that it was one of the first times I really noticed people trying to put in real time into games. Not the first, but one of the first times I noticed it. Nights into Dreams, which was one of the only games I had for my Saturn, actually had a thing which revolved around different times of year, and Christmas was one of the times where you would be able to see different effects. So it would be kind of neat if the PlayStation had something similar, where if it was in December or in the winter time, that you would sometimes go out to the outer wall and there would be snow out there instead of rain. Just a thought. Getting the jewel sword is kind of a trick. It's like, who would even think to do that? Seriously. Having to go back and forth with all the different forms in that one little area. And I think you have to do it in a specific order, too. Although I'm not entirely sure. And here's one of the areas that we missed. And this one's kind of interesting. A lot of the sub-weapons are found here, so if I was ever passing through and I wanted a particular one, I've got it. But now we have the skill of the wolf. Special move as the wolf. Down diagonal forward basically allows yourself to launch yourself at enemies, much like you do with some of the other weapons that you have. At least it's the same move as some of the weapons. And there it is in action. If you hold forward, he'll just continue to run, and it's basically a way of getting him up to his top speed right off the bat. Because even though he does have the speed of the wolf, it's not until he gets a little bit of momentum going that he's able to plow through enemies without being hurt. there is another place here that I haven't been, and this is one of them. Strength potion, not much to write home about. And actually, now that I think about it, there's a couple other things here that we haven't gotten. Ah, a hammer. I can see it now. I'm afraid I left this next part in not because I did anything particularly awesome in it, but kind of the opposite. Skull of the Wolf is an amazing thing which allows you to bypass some stuff, and this is actually relatively level ground, so you'd think it'd be the perfect application. Ooh, cutting through the Fate Lord seemed pretty easy too, now that I think about it. But it's here where I start having a little bit of trouble. For some reason, I'm just out of range of those skill rings, and I wasn't able to get my down diagonal forward off. And even once I did, there's that. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Now how about a little bit of fast travel? And it looks like we're going down. I had thought that what I was looking for here was going to be a little bit shorter distance. I forgot that there was actually a section of castle proper before the thing I was thinking of. Well, we now have a claymore. Scottish two-handed sword. Scottish two-handed weapon. That is not at all what I read on the screen there. And it has a back-forward attack. And I think I would actually do multiple hits if I was to hit something. So that's actually a pretty decent weapon. But I got my bread and butter. And sometimes jelly. Meal ticket. Now the meal tickets pretty much just get you a random food item. Now the moonstone, that could be useful. Indeed it is. It improves all of our stats after sunset. And it must be after sunset because it's doing a good job right now. And that looks ominous. I think we'll come back to you in a moment here. Let's save first. Now let's see what this is all about, shall we?
Mother!
That voice! Alucard, it's you!
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard! Don't come here!
But Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others,
I'd gladly surrender my life.
Mother, no! Please, no!
Yes, Alucard. Watch me die, and remember always my last words to you.
Yes, Mother.
You must despise humans. They are to be your prey.
What?
Better for them to die than to let them compound their sins. Begin by slaying that one over there.
No, it wasn't like this.
What's wrong, Alucard?
My mother never said such a thing.
What do you mean? Kill them and bring them happiness.
No, you're not my mother. What kind of demon are you?
You broke free of my spell. I like that.
Demon, death is too good for you.
Come here, little boy, and show me what you've got.
How about I show you my Medusa shield? It's a really good shield. Very useful. Especially since you're a flying enemy. You're small and stay on screen for the most part. Yep, that worked.
Darkling, I smell your blood. You're a vampire? Could it be... that strength, that beauty? You're the son of Lord Dracula.
Death in the dream world will set your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Wait, I beg of you! Ah!
I think she might have enjoyed that. Well, we have a ring now. The, gold ring. Where? Clock. And tower. Cryptic. But it has absolutely nothing to do with us. You know, this was totally worth coming back for. After all, there was Zircon I forgot. And who knows, maybe that's 150 gold that I just didn't have in order to afford things that I wanted. Oh boy. I think that was the emulator trying to tell me something. Either way, we are actually en route to the clock tower again. Seems that that clock tower just keeps showing up. We might have some business there. After all, we did just get a couple of cryptic rings. But what could be there? we've already been to either way on the tower. We've been up to center, we've been to Orlox's chambers, we've been to the place where the a la carte stuff is. Well, it is nice and fashionable, and gold and silver do go together pretty well. I suppose we're going down then. We don't ever have to wear those again, so we can say goodbye to the gold and silver rings. And hello to a life max-up, and a heart max-up. Very good things. And while it's nice that there is a save spot here, I almost wish that this was a teleport instead. While they generally have pretty good spacing on the different ways that you can shortcut around the castle, there are a couple of places that are slightly lacking. I have a feeling that the Saturn version kind of fixes some of this, but that'll be another story for another day. And this music isn't ominous at all.
Alucard?
That voice, Maria?
I'm sorry. You were right. He has joined forces with the enemy.
So it was a Belmont after all.
But someone must be controlling him. Whatever we do, we can't harm Richter.
But he must be stopped.
I know. Well, here. Take these with you.
What are these?
If you wear these, you can see beyond evil illusions.
Thank you. 'Tis best then if you pray for the soul of your friend.
Thank you so much, Maria. You've been very helpful. And we've been running into you a lot lately. But you have given us the holy glasses, which allow us to see beyond magical curses. That's interesting. Well, Richter has been acting a little bit strange lately. Certainly to Maria. And why would a Belmont want to be the lord of the castle? I know we got an answer out of him last time that we defeated him, but that didn't go too well. It certainly didn't leave us or Maria satisfied. Either way, we've got a little bit of backtracking that's going to be coming up here. So, I think I'll just get this thing saved. And I will once again be seeing you on the flip side. You know, as soon as I had the ability to downstab, I probably could have come back here right early in the game. But I would like to note that this is another one of those cases where there's some unique sprite work at play here. That little container I just smashed is unique, and as far as I know, there's no other like it in the castle. And I just spent way too much time trying to search around for that. So we'll just skip ahead here and have a grand old time back in the Colosseum. Because the one thing we still need to do is break through that ceiling, and it is not made of glass. I mentioned it before, but there's some of these things that I only found once completing the inverted castle, or while playing the castle. And one of them is this right here. I just happen to be stepping right on the tile that breaks away. And here I thought I was going to be able to get through the ceiling just by ramming it. Good try though. Sub-weapons will get it, the axe obviously. Anything that does damage can do it. The cross, if I was to use that, would be able to do it. Wouldn't be very easy to do that with St. Ashes, though. I dare say that would be a bad way to go. And for our troubles, we are rewarded with a holy sword. Well, we've got holy armor, and now we've got the holy sword to go with it. And it's powerful. 55 attack. And it does have a down diagonal forward. Unfortunately, it is not nearly as cool as having the boomerang that is the chakram, or even the werebang. I'm sorry, I like my multi-stabs. I don't care if it's powerful. If I can't hit you, it's not worth anything. Oh yay, a whole 45 damage. And it looks pretty. We'll just keep the chakram for now. And now we're back in the library. I think we just might have some business here. And it's not the business that you think. Sure, I do want that Joseph clerk, don't get me wrong. But what I'm thinking right now is along the lines of abusing an old man. Well, kind of. He might enjoy it, I'm not sure. But there was this weird gap below the librarian's chair. Just a nice Alucard size. And we were rewarded with a health up. And if I can get my buttons right. One thing I should mention about the gravity boots is they do take mana to use. Not very much mana, but when you start jumping like a lunatic, as so, you can actually see it start to drain. The librarian has several things that he can drop, and they kind of require you to do consecutive air jumps like this. So I like to refer to this as juggling an old man. And what we've just gotten is the Ring of Arcana, arguably one of the best things that he does drop. And it increases the rare item appearance rate. So while we're smashing faces of some of the monsters, we have a chance of getting something better. We'll just cut ahead here, because he's going to be a little bit difficult about this next one. And unfortunately, my mana kind of runs out for the most part. I have no idea why I switched to Crystal Cloak other than visuals. Axe Lord armor. Alright. This is the last thing of any use he has.
What?
We are now Axe Lord. Can't jump for squat. Got an axe. I don't think we'll be using this. It's, interesting. Now that we've gotten so much of the castle filled in, I think we're about to have a rematch. Now you might recall that my first encounter with Richter didn't go very well. But we're going to defend ourselves with the Holy Mail. And we're going to leave out the glasses for right now. When we continue in part 6, I will be donning the holy glasses and rematching Richter with that in mind. But I want you to be able to experience all the endings that there are, or at least all of them that I know of. And that didn't go quite the way that I figured, and I will never get the hang of these transformations. Oh well. I may be a hopeless mess, but I'm a hopeless mess that tries. And I also like to prepare well. So once again, protection from fire and thunder. Some armor. And while we're at it, why don't we just increase our intelligence too? Because I do like me some spells. And spells are almost always more powerful. We also know that Medusa isn't going to be too terribly helpful here. So with that, I'll leave you till the end.
I've been waiting for you. Answer me. Why is a Belmont planning the resurrection of Count Dracula? Count Dracula rises but once every century, and my role is over. If I can resurrect him, then the battle will last for eternity.
Holy Cross!
Magnificent! But now feel my unbridled wrath. It's over, Belmont. So the war between humans and vampires finally ends here. What need for the shepherd when the wolves have all gone? My time on this world has come to an end. So you made it.
Alucard, how is Richter?
I'm sorry.
I see. Thank you for stopping him. Do you suppose that this too was fate?
So your journey is over as well then?
No, not until I learn what caused Richter's madness.
I understand. Well then, may the gods guard you along the way. Farewell.
You as well, Alucard. Goodbye.
Just like the wind, I've always been drifting high up in the sky that never ends. Through thick and thin, I always win, 'cause I will fight both life and death to save a friend. I face my destiny every day I live, and the best of me is all I have to give. Just like the sun, when my day's done. Sometimes I don't like the person I've become. Is the enemy within our 1,000 men? Should I walk the path my words so that I have? Is someone testing me every day I live? Well, the best in me is all I have to give. I can't pretend. I can't pretend. I am the wind, and I don't know if I will pass this way again. All things must end. Goodbye, my friend. Think
Well, another ending down, and another dead Richter. But this time, Maria is a little bit hopeful. She wants to discover what the source of the madness was, but she was already on track, as she gave us the holy glasses. Those will allow us to see the truth in our next encounter with Richter, which I will be wasting no time with in the next episode. Well, we've pretty much cleared out the first castle, which means we're going to have to invert it next time. And there's a lot that opens up with this. Again, we've got all of our skills with us now, so we can take the castle in pretty much any order we want. The only limitations is that we won't have the connections of the shortcuts open yet, but we will, in time. Until next time, everybody, take care.